Buena gente, ¿qué tal? Soy Out y nada, vamos a seguir con el endgame, por así decirlo. Porque yo creo que ahora habrá un final alternativo, digo yo. Hay misiones y demás que no hice, pero es que el juego no te avisa de que no vas a volver, o sea, de que vas a perder todo lo que no hayas hecho. Que ya hablaré, pues no sé, ya hablaré en alguna otra. Ya está saliendo nueva, ¿no? O esta estaba aquí, no sé. Ah, no, esta estaba aquí, esta es la única que me he hecho. Pues eso, ahora viajaré para hacerla. El juego no te avisa de que va a pasar esto y claro, no lo sabía. Hice el final ese, no tenía ni idea, era un poco soso. Y luego me fijé en el nota este que está muerto. No sé si es otro Arisen o qué coño es. Y nada, estuve mirando y sí que es verdad que ponía que puedes usar la espada, así que la usé y no había caído yo en verdad que ese es el final correcto. Pero luego apareces aquí, con el mundo que se ha ido a la puta y tal y cual. Así que nada, voy a darle caña, voy a intentar hacer todo esto y no sé cuándo será. Será este, yo imagino que este será el final. Para terminarlo. Y ya en otra partida que juegue, porque ahora mismo tengo muchos títulos, la verdad. Y quiero terminar el Final Fantasy que no lo estoy subiendo, pero lo estoy jugando. Y bueno, a ver qué tal acaba este. Aquí nada, gente. Espero que os guste. Un segundo.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Might you be looking to enlist?
Go on, have a look. Steel yourself!
Forgive me for last night's scuffle.
What I wouldn't do for a moment's reprieve.
Not much going on hereabout.
I will see to it that the law is upheld.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
Greetings! We see a great many customers given our location.
If I were you, Master, I'd not leave this unread.
Shall we take a closer look?
Watch yourself. I'm not someone you want to.
Master, do bear in mind that a fairy stone can shorten a long day's journey into a single instant.
I quite agree.
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
I would have us save as many lives as we can.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
formidable though it may be, we must challenge and defeat it all the same. Let my magic grant me mental. I will protect you. That attack looks devastating. We want to keep our distance whenever it is unleashed. Understood. Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly help. Ice and stain is yours to wield.
Look there! Are those inflamed warships? The brine? If so, they may be the source of its power.
This will be enough to forestall the Red Cloud's advance for a while.
The flow of time feels almost unsteady. 'Twould seem this is no longer the world we know.
But who would affect such a change? And for what purpose?
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Resounding success.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Mel, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may. By your leave.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals. Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift.
Got anything to spare?
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Sure why I'm patrolling, if I'm honest.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
What to make of this? Know your place.
sort of import ever happens here, anyhow.
Such cheap treatment. It is not at all to my taste.
All my days.
Now here's a welcome sight.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I cannot bring myself to leave. If I cannot convince her, I mean to remain here and now. There are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses. Would you be so... You may assure him that the royal treasury will...
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you, but I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. Do with me as you will.
Not for it. Cut my teeth in a real battle.
Mayhap you'll come here whenever date
Suppose I also earn my pay. When does my watch end? A clean up.
'Tis good to be reunited.
Begone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them. And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've just sold off my last cart.
Begone with you, ruffian. These cards, and if you think I'll surrender a single one, I require the use of all of them to...
Is this enough to have avoided the work?
At last! A moment to breathe.
We're not to talk during mission.
I'm not taking any pest.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. And if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of them.
Oh there. Faring all right?
Good day to you.
I am glad your majesty has seen fit to assist the regent, king.
I take pleasure in tending to our little abode.
During my time with Lord Phases, I found myself in a strange state of being. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master. Full glad I am that we have been reunited.
Glad as this reunion is, it must have been a shock to find the world so changed upon your waking.
Apologies, but I can't off.
I fear I've not useful.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've just sold off my last cup.
Be gone with you, and if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think I require the use of all of them to trans...
Not much going on hereabouts.
If you want my advice, heed no advice, save your own.
Fine. What are you doing? Put that away. No! Spare me! I fear for my life. I see no way out of it.
I've just had a thought.
Well, reckon he won't be coming back here now. As a matter of fact, I didn't sit right, see? Having my wares claimed by some... Anyhow, as long as I've got my gold, and if that craven comes crawling back, I'll tell him bandits took them.
Minister Allard has fled, and good riddance. I doubt there ever was a more cravenly character in all Vermund.
As long as I've got my gold, who takes them?
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those cards? Thank you. However, I cannot bring myself. If I cannot convince her, I mean to remain.
I fear you loathe me, Arisen. I fear you... I fear you loathe me, Arisen. I fear you loathe me, Arisen. But I suppose that is only to be expected.
However, I cannot bring. If I cannot convince her, I mean.
Forget all my troubles here.
I'll criticize that my team. My body's not forgiving me. Last night's scuffle.
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Tad rowdy. I shan't play wrong as you can.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Since times of eld, dragon, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins. Then I bid ye farewell.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
If I were you, Master, I'd not leave this unread.
Let's have a look then.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy. Something and see that. Truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Hope to see you again.
The sky glows red with fuel. Carilm, kemen rostindome non meltol. Morvea curuir. You? No, Halan Lome Meltol. I am called. My brother taught me to. I learned the words, but others of your kind have come. Oh, but I cannot stay. I'm a. Of late, the Arbaheart is,
I fear for the Arbor. Yet would see.
My friend, when word reached me of your what has become of this? We cannot be sure we will be safe. You think I should gladly, nonetheless, we can.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Findelnar.
Kasinke telpi nu karilm ilmen.
Mornambue roth ruerne kem.
Kemenindor eteler.
I am afraid my father has closed. If only the Arbaheart would.
Lungtenapel.
Alana fire mine.
Etela el Dalia Nunwe el Ana.
Kirandone halala. Lintan amandiki. Elelote anfir osto silfa malantha alecano mi.
We must rest.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use. We ought to take a closer look.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Kyriando an mindor hiroth?
Nun ve oyanda. Atar.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
This looks as good a place as any.
You, ever since the fall, if there is safe harbor, I doubt. Methinks you after the fall. So, if the people will.
Maintaining order in Vermund must be quite a burden upon the young regent, Ken. Let us aid him however we may.
Understood.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
It is our duty to see this peace protected.
Wealth is rooted in the soil of learning.
So you've come. Captain Brandt has, truth be told, so long as my ministers have the only remaining I have tried to. However, if I cannot convince. Now, there are. We will, might I. You may assure him that the.
Such quietude is a blessing.
All my peers seem so much more.
A fine place to sit and gather one's thoughts.
I must earn the people's faith.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
It was early for a rest this year.
Such quietude is a blessing.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Be gone with. And if you. I require the use of.
Begging your pardons.
Why? What are you doing? What the. No! Spare me! I fear for my life.
Well, as a matter of fact, it didn't sit right anyhow. And if that craven comes.
They say a crisis reveals one's true character, but that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
Right you are. If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
The sooner my duties are concluded, the better. I'm in it now. Naught compares to a real...
Yes? This was in Mother's... But why would she... Might you excuse me? All she did, so I... Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our...
Ah, but I would have benefited. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wish to see my own...
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided, had I only been more attentive. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better...
Oh,
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. I would not see you take your cross. That weight is as much my...
My son, your kindness will save many... I have lost all sense of purpose. Even should this... My son, your kindness will save
Ah, you've returned. You do. That puts paid to the last of our prep...
That's such peace. Reigned
Thankless job, this. All my peers seem so much more...
For a fight, I won't say no.
Not that whatever happens here, anyhow.
Back to it. That's such peace. Reigned eternal.
Sometimes the time. This place is too comfortable.
I'd fain aid you, howe'er Would you be so kind... to hear my request? Thank you.
Sometimes this is the only
to arrest
place
us
I
yet.
can find peace. Good to see you. Master.
precious little time.
Tis a queer sensation, as though time's flow has been altered.
'Twould seem this hobgoblin! 'Tis weak to lightning strikes. I shan't let it fall. As my magic's drawn to an elemental boon.
Unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. All is well. I feel as fit as ever.
That attack, we would be invincible. No sense letting him gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Mayhaps it was somewhat overdone, but no matter.
Ice's sting is yours to wield. Shan't allow any further harm.
Rise, raging winds, and scatter our foes!
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Is enough to make camp only when the need arises. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you. Have no fear. Everything will be all right. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Some regions have yet to be evacuated.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds. My word. This ox cart has been destroyed.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Leaving so soon? But we've scarcely begun exploring. 'Tis not for you to question the Arisen's judgment.
Welcome to browse my wares.
As a matter of fact, methinks I might have acquitted myself more capably during my time as a thief. Yet it fills me with great pride to be a fighter and serve as your shield, Arisen.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Here we go again. This battle cannot be avoided. It is fight or die. Valiant. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Scrapes and grazes, but nothing of consequence. I shan't let them fall. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your left.
Mine are blue, it's great. It will do
your guard. To the foe's word. Naught save our best.
Well-aimed strike, right where it hurts.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. It is a simple-minded creature, by all appearances. We could easily redirect its focus with our attacks. Of course. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! Here, an enchantment of cold frees our foes. That dragon was hideous to behold. No. Foe is beyond our power.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
I shan't allow any further harm.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
grant you an elemental. A flawless execution. Once more. Try not to catch cold. Ice's sting is yours to wield. Shan't let them harm you. It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Nice of you to say so.
Well said.
Thank you. Take this. 'Tis a token.
During my time with Lord Phases, I found myself in a strange state. of being. Over here, if you please.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who...
No, you don't understand. This is no time for... We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common...
Stand strong!
So keen to talk with me. You, mind if I ask a favor? Of you, cuz. Thanks, cuz.
Ah, so with the world in such disarray, I could not. Thus did I return. To rend, I maintain order as best I can. But enough of my woes. What? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, with every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spot. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk among, and should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us...
'Tis no mere tavern brawl we are to mediate, Master.
That's quite enough.
That's it. I've had enough. Haven't you had enough yet?
How dare you!
As for me,
Haven't you had enough yet?
You're the one who started this. How dare you!
Haven't you had enough yet?
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without.
The so-called forbidden magic research lab.
Oi! Aye! Leave off or we'll make you! Have you reckoned you can just cut us down in the street? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine, fine.
I've wares aplenty, as you can see.
You'll get what's coming to you.
Oi, get back here!
At once.
Ah! You're just riding!
You slander my honor, sir! I demand... This is no business of yours.
Now, Narborough. If we are to duel, we ought to have a... Otherwise, who's to say the victor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I... This knave... He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound...
It was your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your...
You have my gratitude, sir.
Have at you!
I believe you. Stay back, lest you get caught in the fray.
Show him your metal!
Have you lost your wit? Keep your distance!
Keep back! I do not wish to injure you.
What's this then?
Can someone tell me what this is all about? That's odd.
Fight well now, else there is no tomorrow!
Where it doesn't belong.
Got to get this die off quicker for you.
You dare violate the sanctity!
I admit it.
Nay. 'Twas I who underestimated you.
We owe you a debt, sir. Were it not for your timely appearance.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective...
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this. One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Oi! I saw it first. Phew.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more...
You there! You couldn't have come and put this upstart in his place for me, would you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you think, why...
Aye, clear off. Pretty...
I'll crush you if you take that up.
That's quite enough. I'll not take that from you.
You've pushed your... That's it, I've...
You said it's bad to hurt people. Wow! Thanks, sir. Say, Rakim.
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you. If I...
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. Thank you.
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different. That was certainly worthwhile.
Ah, Sir Arisen. Inlet the people of Batal are beginning to see that we shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your doings. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now. Of course.
This morning.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may
stay your hand, Vera. Come hither. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city. You have our gratitude for your efforts. Your journey continues, does it not?
We pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon...
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our...
Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely upon Simonella to keep the peace.
Outstanding.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to... Remember, draconic blood flows through the vein. Of lesser drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies. The longer the journey, the more supplies we'll require. I quite agree.
Thanks, guys. Take this.
You have my fullest confidence. There is a matter I would... entrust to you alone. You have my gratitude.
as in for my wares?
You have my gratitude. Pray, take this with my...
It's been a hard day.
Well met, sir. For bread and board, you'll find none better. Do stop by again.
This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll...
Yavtarma erume.
Isirrod fanun galayan lom. Isirrod fanun galayan lom.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm but...
Do you know anything of this... Ronde Minida?
Salma Aren.
Yavtarma Erom.
Lungtena fir oyo.
I am afraid my father, if only the Arbor heart were restored to health.
Lungtena peli telu.
Svindemund Fionaro.
Hermin. Herua.
Kemeninder Kanyan. Kemeninder Kanyan. Kemeninder Kanyan.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
If you've no business here, no word or deed can e'er truly repay the debt we owe you. You have earned our undying...
I haven't the foggiest what awaits.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
By mortal will. Come for a visit, have you? How do you fare?
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Very well, I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honored to serve.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do... seem to be...
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad...
Choose a sorcerer for your service, Arisen, and you shan't regret it. My magics shall decimate your foes. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
All told, I'm rather satisfied.
Good. I see the Arisen. This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence. And in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number. What has happened to this place? Was it not once underwater? There is tell that the sea was lifted into the sky when the world changed. Shall we get some rest then?
Welcome.
Anything? Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
I'm not interested.
With Brocker's teachings under my belt, there's nothing so ask away. My hammer is at... your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with you.
How might I be of service? Many thanks.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Fionar elwer alcarwa firnun eldaya vanalin huror soron. So anendune falumtena nun falasmir anahon.
I fear for the arbor.
Well done, Arisen. You have acquired a maester's teaching, an important milestone in mastering any vocation. I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own. That dragon looked to be far more powerful than any monster we have yet encountered. Formidable though it may be, we must challenge and defeat it for the same. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Was most effective. device.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Understood. The elves of the Arbor have long treasured these woods. It saddened them to see it defiled by this creature. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
Raging winds and scatter our foes. The beast is uncanny swift for its size. It can change position in the blink of an eye.
Mayhap if we follow close behind it, we could find a way to get ourselves into an advantageous position. But let my magic grant you an elemental.
I was standing here, mate.
The brine will proceed him. You will not find a better opening. Strike the horn, now!
Do not waste this chance. We must press home our advantage.
The creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. Alas, would that the world had not come, for I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious, yet 'twas not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility.
Well met, sir. How was the day treating you then?
Since times remember, draconic blood flows to the veins of... Then I bid ye farewell.
Well met, sir. How was the day treating you then?
Well met, sir.
Many thanks.
Interested in my wares?
Since time remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of less.
The drakes as well.
Then I bid ye fair.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies. The longer the journey, the more supplies. I quite agree.
worlds uncountable created, only to be snuffed out like candles by the cold breath of oblivion. Eventually, the Great Wheel tired of witnessing this. It sought to overturn oblivion by granting unto it a role, a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. By the Great Wheel does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, Arisen, this world has been safeguarded by the dragon all along. You yourself were chosen to form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Wheel to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how this world is built. The dragon seems to continue the cycle, and the Arisen exists to oppose it. This is the true meaning of the dragon's dogma. Once, everyone in this world had a role to play. For a well-crafted tale has no excess. There must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Arisen. By rejecting your own duty in this world, you have robbed all others of the chance to fulfill the roles they will serve. Pawns are no exception. Pawns are no exception. Born of the nothingness of oblivion, they were granted the role of aiding in the perpetuation of the cycle. Yet, left of the dragon, that role has been unwritten. Only nothingness awaits them now. Surely no fate more pitiful than to be possessed by the hollowness of oblivion, only to become one with oblivion itself.
To me now, Arisen. I am no longer a mere vessel. Your great will has imbued me with a lesser will of my own. Will is power. 'Tis the means to shape the world as one desires. Master!
Oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there to watch it.
you Vale, gente, pues se acabó lo que se daba. El juego, decir, a ver, lo primero, ¿vale? El rendimiento, yo creo que el juego tendría que... O sea, no este, ¿vale? En general, los juegos hoy en día, mínimo, modo rendimiento, hostia, que vaya, aunque sea 1080, tío, pero a 1080, 60 FPS mínimo, yo qué sé, algo que se pueda jugar, tío, porque en esa última cinemática se ha visto que ahí va 20 FPS, no iba más. No sé, tampoco este juego es que, yo qué sé, es que tú ves un Horizon o el Spider-Man y se ven a 60 FPS increíblemente bien. Está claro que son exclusivos de Play, entonces lo hacen para hardware de Play y ya está, ¿no? Pero bueno, yo qué sé, que menos que verá tu Xbox Series X, Play 5 y PC. No sé si es una locura hacerlo a 60 FPS, ¿verdad? Yo creo que tendría que ser un estándar, un modo rendimiento, porque sí que es verdad que el juego tiene un rendimiento chunguete. Lo que pasa es que, bueno, cuando ya estás viciado, pues juegas y no te das cuenta. A nivel de vicio, enganchatela. Yo abandoné Final Fantasy, le echaba, el año pasado, le he echado 52 horas, creo que ponía. Y yo me he saltado mucho porque sí que es verdad que como el juego está bien rolero, porque esto último está bien un poquito negro, ¿verdad? Es rolero, tipo de que no te avisa, pero coño, por lo menos un aviso de cuando vas a pasar la última misión, cuando vas a pasar al mundo este, que bueno, que yo he pasado de milagro, ¿no? Porque yo me creía que no se pasaba esto. No te avisa en ningún lado de que la última misión, ni te avisa de nada, ni que vas a perder todo el progreso, ni nada. Entonces, todas las misiones secundarias que no había hecho se han quitado a tomar por culo. Ya, para una nueva partida, de cara a una nueva partida, no la voy a empezar. No le voy a dar, bueno, lo mismo le doy, no lo sé, ya veré. Pero con este rendimiento no quiero volver a jugarlo porque tengo muchos títulos y prefiero esperarme y a lo mejor retomarlo dentro de un mes o dos, que hayan puesto a lo mejor, no sé, alguna mejora o algo. O yo qué sé, no de bebé, pero algo que le hagan algo. Pero sí que es verdad que que estaba cuando morí, porque caí, no usé una piedra de despertar y me volvió a poner al menú principal, me cargó la partida, luego dormí y en el mapa me había desaparecido, pensaba que había perdido la parte del enano con la elfa y demás. Estaba negro, digo yo, pero el juego, ¿por qué coño me está puteando? Sí que es verdad que el tema de la historia y demás, que avance y no tenga forma de saberlo y tengas que volver a hacerlo en otra partida, pues ya no vas a volver atrás. Es un poco... Tía, otra vez voy a hacer todo, pero bueno, sí que es verdad que es un juego que se puede rejugar de puta madre. Yo de todas formas, lo último, como habéis visto, lo último que he hecho con las piedras de estas ha sido pillar equipo para una próxima partida. Porque bueno, iniciar el juego con el nivel equipo actual. No sé si solo se te guarda la ropa que lleves equipada de la clase que lleves equipada. No tengo ni idea, no lo he mirado en ningún lado ni nada. Pero bueno, como me daba igual, digo, mira, voy a comprarme las armas más tochas. Y si el cofre lo conservas, que sería lo ideal, pues si no, para conservar nivel tampoco va a ser mucha ventaja. Pero bueno, si la conservas, pues las tengo ahí. Que no, pues bueno, tampoco los cristales me los voy a quedar, ¿verdad? Que no era algo. Así que lo mismo le echo ya un ojo, pero fuera de cámara, porque tampoco tengo nada. No voy a grabar más serie de esto. Eso sí, vicio un montón, enganchatela, el rendimiento está chunguillo. Si no te lo has pillado, pues te puedes esperar y pillártelo más para adelante, que a lo mejor le hayas metido algo, un parchecito o algo. Si tienes un PC potente, pues te lo pillas en PC. Yo a la larga me lo acabaré pillando en PC, porque mi PC, a ver, tengo una 460 Ti, es normalillo. Bueno, yo creo que está bien para jugar esto, debería de valer, pero no sé el rendimiento que tiene, entonces yo me lo pillo en Play por tenerlo en físico y seguramente me lo pillaré algún día en PC, igual que tengo el Dogma 1 y lo jugaré por, aunque sea a 45 FPS, que ya va bien. Pero bueno, gente, es decir, juegazo. No creo que le vayan a dar el GOTY a este, porque es un juego que en verdad no es de nicho, pero no es para todos los públicos, ¿vale? Pero este año puede ser perfectamente un top 3 o 5 de los juegos que vayan a salir. Pues de momento, entre este y el Final Fantasy, creo que son los que más me han gustado. Y nada, el Final Fantasy lo tengo que terminar, el remake, que también es un juegazo. Pero nada, voy a seguir el Final Fantasy, no lo estoy subiendo, así que nada, os dejo esto por aquí. Ya empezaré a subir todos los vídeos, porque tengo un montón de vídeos que no he subido todavía, para los que lo veáis, ¿vale? Y si alguno escucha este pequeño análisis, pues nada, espero que si lo pruebes, lo disfrutes tranquilamente y te aconsejaría, ¿vale? Al que escuche estas palabras, no mires nada, porque es mejor descubrirlo por ti mismo, ya que en este juego premia mucho el descubrirlo. Sea ser la esfinge, ¿vale? Que es un boss que yo no he hecho y tú habrás visto por Twitter o por cualquier lado. Si la puedes encontrar por ti mismo, mucho mejor. Las pruebas, que a lo mejor no quieres joderte el juego, vale, míralas un poco, ¿vale? Pero si la encuentras por ti mismo, mucho mejor. Porque este juego se va a disfrutar todo si lo encuentras por ti, ya que la gracia que tiene el juego. Y el viaje es rápido y de verdad, sí que es verdad que después es un poco rollo, pero como habéis visto yo en la partida me han sobrado 18 cristales. O sea, al fin y al cabo te sobran cristales para teletransportarte, ¿vale? Así que nada, gente, espero que os haya gustado esta serie. No he puesto can ni he comentado porque es un juego tan largo que juego siempre por la noche hasta ahora. Vamos, son las 4:30, para que lo sepas, hasta ahora, porque es que no tenéis forma de verlo, pero son las 4:30 y no pongo la cam porque esta hora estoy con todas las pintas de mi primo, así que nada, gente, espero os haya gustado y que os animéis. Si habéis escuchado el análisis, pues eso, disfrutarlo vosotros solos y experimentarlo como si fuera una aventura de rol de las de antaño, ¿vale? Que descubriendo poco a poco y que sepáis que cada acto que hagáis malo pues tiene sus consecuencias. Pero bueno, juegazo, rolero a tope y nada, ya nos vemos en la próxima, gente. Un saludito y que disfrutéis.